Can a house still sell quickly for well over asking price in the current Silicon Valley real estate market? In this video, I want to provide an update on the real estate market in Silicon Valley and address that very question with a specific example. Let's start with the macroeconomic environment. Mortgage rates have more than doubled over the past couple of years, from below 3% at the beginning of 2021 to about 6.5% in December of 2022. And there's definitely been impacts to the real estate market. This slide is from the lead economist at the California Association of Realtors, and it's looking at different dynamics and considerations from the buyer's viewpoint and the seller's viewpoint. For buyers, yes, rates are up, purchasing power is down. There's some economic uncertainty with the inflationary environment that we're in. But on the plus side, you have more inventory. It's not as competitive. You still have the long-term benefits of home ownership. And it's in this economist's opinion, it's not 2008 all over again, where you had a deep recession that was kind of led by a crisis in the housing market. On the seller side, you now have less demand, fewer buyers out there, homes are sitting on the market longer, and you have to be ready to provide some concessions and perhaps some price discounts. However, it is still a good market for sellers. Homes are still selling relatively fast, home prices are still relatively high, and many are still selling over list price. So let's look at some specific data. We've got Santa Clara County data for single-family homes as of the end of November 2022. The median sales price was at $1.575 million. That's down from about $1.61 million a year ago, but still fairly healthy. The sales to list price ratio a year ago was at 110%, so most homes were selling at over asking price, and currently it's right at 100%. Also, for Santa Clara County, you have active listings to sales. At the end of November, you had 916 active listings to 530 units that were sold. So your ratio there is almost 2-to-1, whereas a year ago, you had 512 active listings to over 1,000 homes that were sold. The ratio was flipped. Let's look at the same data for San Mateo County. Single-family homes at the end of November, the median price was $1.7 million. That's down from $2 million a year ago. And the sales to list price ratio was also at 110% a year ago. Now it's just under 100%. Your active listings to sales ratio shows a similar pattern. A year ago, it was under 100%. Currently, you're at over 200%. So more than 2 active listings on the market for every home that is sold. So the answer to my question is, yes, it's still possible to sell quickly for well over asking price. And I have a specific listing that I've been following. It's a single family home in the city of San Mateo. It listed on November 1st for $1.2 million. It went into escrow after only 9 days on the market, and it sold 30 days later for $1.425 million, $225,000 over asking price. Now recall that the median price in San Mateo County was at $1.7 million. So the list price here was $500,000 below the median sales price. And this home is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home, 1,394 square feet on a 5,000 square foot lot. It's definitely a fixer-upper. I toured this home when it first came on the market, And when you walk into it, it feels like you're walking into 1926, which is the year that it was built. You had original flooring. It looked like it had not been updated in decades. So it definitely needed a lot of work. I could see easily spending $500,000 to do renovations and upgrades. Now, on the positive side, the area, it's in a nice neighborhood in San Mateo. The neighborhood school, Aragon High School, has a very good reputation. It's walking distance to downtown San Mateo, which has good restaurants, cafes. It's very convenient to that area. And also there's a Caltrain station there, so very close to public transportation. What should you do now if you're in this market? Well, for buyers, you want to check your inventory levels for your specific price range and for specific neighborhoods. You want to see how much balance there is between active listings and sold listings. Also, you want to keep in mind that you can negotiate on repairs and closing costs. The buyers have more bargaining leverage in the current market. And also, you might want to consider new construction. Builders are trying to move inventory off of their balance sheets, and they're providing some good incentives for buyers. Could be a good opportunity to get into a new construction home where you don't have to do any renovations at all. It's all ready to go and modern. For sellers, you want to price your house according to your need to sell. How quickly do you need to sell? If you already have a home that you've picked out that you want to move into, then you need to be pretty aggressive on the low end of the range. If you can be patient, you can price it on a bit higher. Also, you want to be flexible on repairs and closing costs to try and get a transaction done. Finally, you could consider offering seller financing if that was feasible for your particular situation. Now, for both buyers and sellers, location matters now more than ever in terms of pricing and in terms of demand. Keep that in mind. So if you're thinking about selling, reach out to me. I'd be happy to provide a complimentary home valuation estimate. If you're thinking about buying, I'd be happy to provide a market survey of different neighborhoods that may be of interest to you. And if you click on the link below, you can schedule a 30-minute call with me and we can go over those numbers. If you found value in this video, I hope you'll hit the like button below and also subscribe to this channel for future videos on what's going on in the real estate market in Silicon Valley. I'm Philip Ma with eXp Realty, and I look forward to talking with you soon.